What's going on, guys? It's Sing here. Welcome back to another video. This is going to be my reaction to Noah J's debunking video. He has debunked the Mr. T Lexify, or I assume that's what he debunked, the Mr. T Lexify allegations. If you don't know how we got here, I think how we got here is right here in this video, so I think I'll watch this for the recap. I skipped the mental health charity thing. He's just promoting some charity that, I don't know, he's probably a part of. My only thing going into this video is that Noah J456 has already said that I saw a video where he said that he did it, so I don't really know where we're going with this video. Like, I saw clips and a video of him talking about how he can't defend himself and that he already was divorced, but he was still married. So we're gonna watch this video. If you guys don't know what happened, basically Mr. T Lexify called Noah J456 out for cheating on his wife with another streamer back in 2021, and that's the reason why the Texas Z House didn't happen. So if you guys are super not sure what's going on, go watch my last video on the Mr. T Lexify situation. We are still talking about it, not Mr. T, but now with Noah J.
2 weeks ago,
and I presume he's debunking.
Someone I used to call my friend, Mr. T Lexify, made multiple...
This is crazy. Dude, we all just need to chill out, okay? We all just need to chill out and play zombies, okay? BO6 comes out in 2 months. Only one man can save this community. He's right here, baby.
False allegations about my friends.
None
of the people who know him in real life or even lived with him for years will ever associate with Lex ever again. I didn't want to make an entire video explaining...
That's correct. Why add that in your video?
Lexify made multiple false allegations about my friends and I. None of the people who know him in real life or even lived with him for years will ever associate with Lex ever again. I didn't want to make an entire video explaining why, but when you come after me and you lie about my friends, you leave me no choice. And I want to make it clear I have no interest in anything other than setting the record straight and then moving on.
He looks pissed.
Lex told his fans that his closest friends backstabbed him and threw him under the bus for no reason. In reality, the reason we don't see him with Lex any longer are because of the reasons I'm about to show you. It's also important to mention that every single piece of proof you're about to hear comes directly from Lex or his documents. In August of 2017, Lex brought a girl named Reagan over to the Z House. If you're unaware, the Z House was a content house comprised of 5 different YouTube content creators that made videos together and featured other creators such as myself who would often visit the house. When Lex first brought Reagan over to the Z House, he told everyone she was 18 years old. 2 weeks ago, Lex released a document and a YouTube video titled My Ex in response to the allegations made by his ex-girlfriend Reagan. In those documents, we found out that Lex knew Reagan was underage and lied to all of us in the Z House about it.
It is very important to note that when my friends first met Reagan, Reagan had asked me to lie to them about her age.
The night that Lex brought Reagan over, he was 19 years old, and we thought Reagan was 18 years old because that's what Lex told us. But in reality, Reagan was 16 years old that night, 2 years below the age of consent in California. Thinking it somehow absolved him of any wrongdoing, Lex then revealed in his video that he knew Reagan was an underage obsessed fan.
Another important thing to mention is that Reagan was an obsessive fan of mine. She fetishized me before I even knew who she was. I never used my influence to engage with her. She was the first person to message me. And
I know this is me reacting to Noah J, so I won't go into this too much, but this is still such a BS and stupid point by Lex. Lex absolutely used his power to get with her because he literally just admitted she was a crazed fan. So him having the YouTube channel was very much in play. But anyways, we'll go next. You know, we'll just keep watching to the Noah J part. I mean, a lot of this is very this is just insane, man. This is insane. And being this is just insane. It truly is.
Enact any sort of a relationship.
When I learned about all of this 2 weeks ago, I felt so betrayed that someone I considered my friend would bring an underage fan into what was supposed to be a safe place amongst friends and continuously lie about her age.
I would like to apologize to anybody that has been affected by the situation in a negative manner. Specifically, I would like to formally apologize to Pat, or the Smith Plays, and everyone involved at the Z House where Reagan made me lie about her age to you.
Lex frames this as if somehow Reagan had the power to force him to lie to his friends, but no, he chose to lie to...
Okay. Hold on.
It was he chose...
Let me let him finish.
...chose to continuously lie to his closest friends. And this entire situation was not even the only interaction with a minor that he admitted to.
Okay, I think he's going to go into some other stuff. So the thing with Lex lying to his friends... it's kind of hard for me to explain this without it sounding bad. If any of you have been in a toxic relationship or know someone in a toxic relationship and you were very close with them, then you'd understand when you're in a toxic relationship, you will pretty much say and do anything that person says, even though you know it's wrong. Does that make sense? So when she asked him to lie to his friends, according to him, he did it. And I totally understand that. The only problem with this situation is, of course, that she was very much underage, and as an adult, he should have known to tell the truth. But I can't say I completely don't understand it, because I definitely do a little bit. I've been in a toxic relationship before, and you will, if that girlfriend at that time when I was with her, if she had asked me to lie to a friend, I would have done it. In fact, I probably did that. I don't remember. The difference is that she wasn't underage, but that's not the point.
Lex was talking to a 13-year-old fan while he was 20 years old to discuss his relationship
this came out
problems.
as well.
Alex was a fan of my channel, who had messaged me first because I momentarily opened my Twitter DMs to the public. Alex was the one who initiated the conversation with me. Our communication included a short Skype call during which I discussed the abuse I was currently experiencing with my ex-girlfriend Reagan. The conversation was strictly non-sexual and was never taken anywhere inappropriate.
Doesn't matter.
Alex was simply a kind fan that I confided
Doesn't
in
matter.
after a heated argument with my ex-girlfriend Reagan.
Doesn't matter.
Lex put this tweet from the 13-year-old fan
Shouldn't
on
Skype
screen
call a
during his video in
13-year-old.
defense that he did nothing wrong. What he failed to do was mention or address the tweet that triggered all of this. This tweet from the fan alleges that Lex actually knew her age and continued talking to her and, quote, wanted a friend in Ireland that he could come visit where she lived. To be clear, Lex had plenty of adult friends who were always there for him and constantly giving him their time and effort in order to help
that's
him with his
bad.
relationship problems. An
That's
adult
bad.
conversing with a middle school aged girl about his relationship problems is incredibly inappropriate.
Super
The defense that nothing
inappropriate, dude.
illegal happened absolutely does not excuse this behavior.
Yeah, nothing illegal happened is literally what like Chris Hansen Predators would say. Yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to attack Noah J, and I'm also not trying to defend Lex. I'm just telling you guys how it is with my perspective. But yeah, so Skyping a 13-year-old for 20 minutes and admitting to that, and then admitting to confiding in them when you're 20.
I hope it's clear now that Lex's claim that we were the bad friends is absolutely false. In fact, the only thing I personally did to him was say this on stream. Literally all I can say about it is I'm like kind of behind. I like partially saw a video someone made about it pop up in my recommended. But like at the end of the day, if there is anything A, illegal, or B, morally wrong that happened, then like that is obviously condoned at the, or like not condoned. What's the opposite of condoned? Condemned. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you, Sandy.
Smiley face.
Condemned.
Just want.
No, but in all seriousness, if anything, any sort of wrongdoing was done, it is condemned at the highest level. And it's disappointing at the highest level. That stream clip is the only public thing I ever said, aside from commenting 3 hearts on the Smith Plays video where he said he can no longer support you after learning about your actions. And even more than that, Lex turned around in his video and backstabbed the people that supported him for years by making up blatantly false allegations against us. Lex told his audience that our friend JC cheated on his girlfriend Emmy with his girlfriend's sister at Coachella. Lex said this about
Yeah, so in the Lex video, he talked about JC, and he mentioned Noah J. So again, if you haven't watched the video, go watch the video.
Someone who he once called a close friend. JC's family has welcomed Lex into their home multiple times. Every single person who was at that Coachella this year can tell you.
Hey man, just asking everyone who was named / was there, did you see anything happen between Katie / JC at Coachella? They literally did nothing. It's ridiculous. I was with them at every big set and nothing happened. Even funnier, because Lex and Reagan were only at like one set with JC all weekend. Lex wasn't even around Katie long enough to get her name right in the video. Hey lad, quick question. When we all went to Coachella in 2020, did you see Katie and JC do anything inappropriate together? Yo, sorry for the wait. Was out basically all day yesterday helping my granddad. I didn't see JC and Katie do anything inappropriate whatsoever. I feel like I would remember as well because I hardly drank anything all weekend. I was mainly just knocking back those electrolyte waters. So memory of it is pretty sharp. I obviously didn't spend the entire weekend with y'all because I wasn't into all the same music as you guys, but if you want... Alright, so... This is just corroboration that JC did not cheat on Katie.
That
with,
this
or cheat
never
on his girlfriend with
happened.
Katie.
In fact, his only proof that this happened was a text message from his ex-girlfriend Reagan, which he had just spent the previous 20 minutes of video telling us exactly why not a single word she says should be trusted.
If you want to trust my ex-girlfriend so much, here's a post Reagan made about seeing you cheat on Emmy with her sister Kate at Coachella. Everybody in our group saw your inexcusable actions and were utterly shocked that you would be sensually touching your girlfriend's sister in front of all of us while Emmy was not there.
So either A, Lex decided
Yeah, I remember that part in Lex's video. I'm just thinking, like, you just told us not to trust your ex-girlfriend, and now you're using her for proof.
for this one instance in the entire video to believe his
Sorry, I'm cleaning
girlfriend
my
and throw out
glasses.
the allegation that was completely false against JC. Or B, he actually was using this as a point to say, oh look, don't trust my ex-girlfriend about anything. It's a horrible way to make a point, to throw your friend under the bus like that, which makes the next thing he said even worse.
Touching your girlfriend.
I said the same thing in my reaction video. I said he shouldn't, and I even doubled down on it in my comments, because a lot of you guys were commenting saying Noah J and JC deserved it, and I said no, they didn't. Like, they were not a part of this, and bringing them down was really inappropriate and really not the smartest move. But I totally understand where Lex is coming from. I totally get why he felt betrayed and why he wanted to bring them into it, but it was in very bad taste.
Friend's sister in front of all of us while Emmy was not there. I don't think PlayStation Studios wants to associate with a cheater who defends pedophiles such as my ex-girlfriend Reagan.
What you are seeing on screen is every single person that Lex manipulated into thinking that JC was a backstabbing snake and a cheater, and tried to get him fired from his job when he did absolutely nothing wrong. It is so wild to see Lex so viciously attack someone
wouldn't
that
say he tried
used
to get him
consider
fired.
a close friend. JC is also the person, maybe more than anyone, who has tried to help out Lex the most with his problems throughout the years. The person whose dad took Lex in, let him stay at his house for extended periods of time, and treated him like another son. At the time of recording this video, Lex's video that slanders me, JC, and the Smith Plays has 1.5 million views. The reputational damage that Lex has done on a complete lie simply because he wanted to deflect from his own allegations is insane. What you see here is only even a small sliver. There are thousands of comments across his YouTube and other social media accounts. Lex then accused me of personally inviting Minilad, a YouTuber accused of talking to underage individuals, to my DJ set in Los Angeles. I want to make this very clear. I did not invite Minilad to come see me DJ, nor do I condone any alleged actions with underage individuals ever. Lex tried to use Minilad's appearance
Sorry, I
in
was
the
taking a
crowd
picture
as
for my friend 'cause he
definitive
asked
proof
what my
that I had
Discord is.
invited him to my DJ set.
I guess it makes
The Minilad thing is a little bit
sense considering Noah also invites pedophiles to his own DJ sets.
Not only is this reason absolutely insane to say something as a fact, but here are several facts that actually prove otherwise. The first is that the event coordinators themselves confirmed he was actually invited by an entirely different party. The second you can see on the flyer that I'm actually not on because I was a last minute booking is that this is an open invite event with over 400 people on the guest list that I don't even have access to. I also don't have any control over whether or not a venue does or doesn't let a random person into the building. To further demonstrate all of these points, I'm going to show this clip from the actual DJ set.
right. So I think the main point Noah's making here is that Minilad was there, but Noah didn't personally invite him. He just showed up because it was a public event, and it also wasn't Noah J's specific set. There was a few DJs, and he just was a part of it. He was a last minute booking. So that, that clears that up. But that wasn't really a strong point. So obviously it makes sense to be easy to debunk.
As you can see, 15 minutes into the set, a group of people arrives, and this is the first time he shows up behind me. I have no idea who arrived or who is behind me because I'm focused on DJing. As you can see,
My boy,
these people
DJing.
arrive, and then this is the first time he shows
Dude,
up.
this
in the
sucks,
background.
man.
He
Can't
stands
we
in the
all just
background
be
for about 5
friends?
minutes. Never once do I see him or interact with him, and then about 5 minutes later, he starts talking with the people he arrived with, and then they disappear from the video, never to be seen again in the entire set. Everyone that I came to this set with is on the right side. As you can see, he's back here talking to the people he arrived with, and then he disappears from the video, and I do not see him the entire
Dude,
event.
Noah J's
For
just
reference,
promoting
here are
his
the people that
DJing.
actually came with me to the DJ set, who haven't moved the entire set and stayed there for the entire hour. So let me state this one more time. Minilad was invited to this public event by someone else entirely, and Lex lied about it in order to deflect from his own allegations again. The next thing Lex said is that Z House 3 didn't
When is he gonna get to the wife part? Oh, it's right here. He leaves it to the end. I bet you he leaves it to the end because he's already admitted that it's true. So wait to see what he says. So now he's going to talk about Z House 3, which again, he said that because Noah cheated on his wife, Z House 3 did not happen in Texas in 2021. Which, let's see.
happened because of me when he was staying in an Airbnb with Chop and Pat in 2021. This house was never discussed as being an actual Z House 3 as Lex states, and ironically, Lex actually knows the exact person for the reason Z House 3 doesn't exist.
This is a sore subject for me.
I know.
I'm gonna be
for
honest.
Matt, yeah.
It's funny because the last thing I remember about this was the third year we were gonna do it, right? We were deciding whether or not we were gonna do it for the third summer.
So that's 2019?
2018. I wanna say 18.
18.
Yeah.
Jack was down. Chucky, believe it or not, Chucky actually saw things the way I did. like Z House could really be a brand.
Yeah.
It start to get like its own thing.
Yep.
Like we have a merch. Like we could really do this as like a thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I know this is like a really important, dramatic video, but Milo needs to be protected at all costs. This guy is so awesome.
he was
Look
in.
at, he's wearing overalls and cross-legged.
He was also in. It was you and Pat that weren't.
What? Wait,
Dude.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So when you say you regret it, it really hurts me because it's
No,
like, bro,
dude,
I
it's-
tried.
Lex himself knows he was one of the main reasons Z House 3 didn't happen, but he knows how much his fans care about it and chose to blame me for it to further deflect from his own allegations. Even though Lex spouted a
is
ton
that-
of lies, the thing that made it
Is that all we're gonna get for that? It was Lex. We're not gonna get an explanation. That we're just getting that one clip. Okay. I would argue that that's not debunked, but certainly that's a good point. Now he's gonna address the
difficult to
juicy
separate
part.
and respond properly was there was one thing that he said that was true. Lex put in his video that I had
Oh.
cheated on my now ex-wife, something I confided in him while I was still trying to take responsibility for it. 3 years ago when this happened, I started a divorce and cut contact with the friend that I had developed feelings for while still married. I've already sincerely and repeatedly apologized to my ex-wife. I know I hurt her, and that is the thing that I regret the most in my entire life. In the years since, I was honest with myself on how I even ended up in that situation. I came to terms with how immaturely I treated my emotions because I thought I had life figured out when I really genuinely didn't know anything. I, to be honest, was a fucking idiot who thought I knew better than everyone else telling me not to get married so early. So many things went into making sure that I will never, ever make that mistake ever again. That being said, this is my private life put online by some
Okay, I mean, listen, people make mistakes. Everyone deserves a second chance. He cheated on his wife, and he's admitting to it. He didn't deny it, and he's saying he's better now, whatever. Not a great response because it's a really shitty thing to do, but it's over. And again, he's about to say it right here, but Lex had no business putting that out there. He really didn't.
someone trying to deflect from their own allegations, and truly the business of no one except for those involved who I've
Yeah.
repeatedly apologized to. The last thing I'll say in this video is to reiterate, I am not using this video
And
to
like that's honestly worse for her, for his ex-wife, because like, come on, dude, she doesn't need to relive this. I mean, it's bad for him too. He doesn't want to relive that as well. But yeah,
send hate towards Lex. This video is only meant to correct the narrative and provide facts about the situation so everyone can move on. And I hope that Lex has the decency to allow the people that he has hurt to move on. Thank you all for listening, and I'll see you soon.
all right, chat. What do we think? Is Lex gonna make a response video? I'm gonna say no, because these are pretty good points, and I don't think this really issues a response. So Noah J basically just doubles down the same thing that Pat said. He doubles down about Lex lying. Then he provides proof of the only thing publicly he said about Lex, which was pretty much nothing. He debunked the JC thing, which was huge. So he debunked JC cheating. JC likely didn't. And he debunked the mini lad thing, which was really good. And then he admitted, and he debunked the Z House 3 thing, and he admitted that he cheated on his wife and that he was sorry and blah, 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 and it wasn't anyone's business. Good response video. Overall, good response video. Let me know down below how you guys feel about this response video, if you think Noah J is in the right, or if you think Lex was in the right to call him out. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.